Welcome to CSC 102. My name is Greg Betts and I will be your instructor this semester. I want to start with a walkthrough of my IT Labs for those who have never used it before. The first thing I wanted to make sure of that you have pop-ups allowed from Pearson, MyLab, and Mastering.com. If I refresh this login page on my computer, you'll see down here at the bottom of the screen that it says that Microsoft Edge has blocked a pop-up from Pearson, MyLab, and Mastering.com. You want to click that Always Allow button. Chrome, Firefox, and Safari are going to do it a little bit differently than Microsoft Edge, and it's going to be a little different for each of you. If you have any problems, send me an email and I'll hopefully be able to walk you through it. Once you are logged in and have selected this class on the My Courses page, it will bring you to the screen we are currently on. From here you should see links on the left-hand side navigation area. This is where it'll be able to take you to all the different sections of the course. If you do not see this, you can click up here on these three lines and that will show or hide the navigation pane. Here, let me show you what it looks like. Alright, hidden and it's shown. So on mine, my screen will look a little bit different than yours. If you notice right here, I have a symbol with a little person with a slash through it. That is saying that students cannot see this navigation item. So you're not going to quite see all of the same options that I have here. I just wanted to point that out to you. To view your grades or see your progress in the class, select the Student Grades link. I'll highlight that right there. This is going to bring up your student grades. Once I click on this, you'll notice the screen to the right goes white for like a minute, 30 seconds, somewhere in there. This is usual. It's something you're going to have to get used to. My Lab IT is basically a web page within a website, so please give it a minute to load the new page. This is going to happen throughout the entire website. This is completely normal. Once your grades load, I want you to notice at the top two rows here. All right, we have course percent to date is your grade only counting activities, tests, etc. that are past due or have been completed. All right. Next, we have final course percent. This is your grade including every assignment that is part of this class. This would be what your final grade in this class would be if you did not complete another assignment. Another important section is the assignment calendar link on the left-hand side. This will take you to a nice calendar showing all of the due dates for this class. Again, notice the white screen as this is loading. You can click on days and you can see what is due. It'll pop up over here in the date window. Also notice down here at the bottom we have some little symbols that will show up on the calendar. So you have items that are past due, items that are due, things you've submitted, completed. Notice at the top of the navigation pane when you're within a subheading it says main menu. This will take you back to the main page so that way you can access a different section of the course. Next we have the course materials link. This takes you to where you find all of the documents and links that you will need for this semester. The three folders that you will use most in this class are Technology in Action, Skills for Success, and Additional Assignments. There are also folders and files for the e-text, which depending on which version access code that you bought, you may not have access to the e-text. We also have a PowerPoint at the bottom of the screen. All right. For HCC Student Email 365 apps, this is where you have online versions of Microsoft Office and also a link on where you can download Microsoft Office to your computer. You will be required to have access to a computer with Microsoft Office on your computer for the semester. Whether you use your home computer, you borrow a friend's computer, or you're doing this on campus, you will need access to the full versions of Microsoft Office. There's also a course information section. This has the syllabus, my office hours, schedule, and other important information in there. The Technology in Action textbook, you'll be completing help desk assignments. They are located in Course Materials, Technology in Action, then the chapter number you are doing, let's select 2, And then you will see Chapter 2-Help Desk, Understanding Bits and Bytes in this stand. And then we also have Chapter 2 Help Desk, Exploring Storage Devices and Ports. So this chapter happens to have 2 different help desk assignments. These are some interactive assignments that will help you learn the information. This is not a substitute for reading the book. The test on Technology in Action book may include information that is not covered in these assignments. So I suggest you read the book, go through the PowerPoints. There are 2 of them here, one for the 13th edition of the book, one for the 10th edition. The 13th edition is just fine. There is also an extra activities folder that has end of chapter check your understanding quizzes and end of chapter quizzes once this loads. So here we have the chapter 2 end of chapter quiz right there. Then we also have check your understanding quizzes, and notice that we have 2 of them there. There may even be some of those exact questions on the test, so I highly suggest that you use these quizzes. For the Skills for Success textbook, there will be 3 different types of activities that you will be completing for this class. First, we have training. This is a simulated Windows computer in your web browser. If you're on Mac, you're still going to get a simulated Windows computer. These assignments will walk you through and ask you to do different activities in Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. This simulation is amazing and a pain at the same time. It expects you to do everything how it wants. If you deviate from what it expects, or even spell something incorrectly, or not capitalize something like it's telling you to, it will not let you continue and mark it as wrong. Please be patient with the simulator. You will learn what it wants after using it for a little bit. If you mess something up more than 5 times during the simulation, it will automatically launch the learning aid and walk you through exactly what it wants you to do. Let's go to a simulation now. You can launch the simulation by clicking on Word Chapter 1. On the right-hand side is your instructions and your learning aid window. Alright, for some of you it will be across the bottom down here if you have a lower resolution laptop. That will affect you later on down the road. I suggest that you, if you're using a lower resolution laptop, you can right click on the title bar, at least if you're using Chrome, select zoom, and you can do a smaller. Alright, notice I'm at 80% because I am on a laptop, and that puts my window on the right hand side. So, the first task is it says in the blank Word document, show the non-printing formatting marks. For those who don't know, that is this little symbol right here. Alright, so all you have to do for the first part of the first question is click on that. Alright, notice how now the next section has become bold and the first section has become smaller font and not bold. Now it's telling us to type Aspen Falls Human Resources. And if I hit enter, notice on the right it says incomplete action, and our attempts remaining down here has gone down to 4. Alright, so now it's telling me to type it again. That first time I didn't capitalize things. This time, let's go ahead and capitalize everything. We're just going to put resource and we're going to hit enter. Notice again, incomplete action. We messed up. I misspelled resources. Let me put an S at the end and I hit enter. All right. Now we moved on to the next point. All right. Now it's saying at the insertion point, which is where our cursor is, type 500S Aspen Street. So I'm just going to type 500 and I'm going to purposely screw this up 3 more times. And it says, it's now asking us to type in 500S Aspen Street again. Notice the capital S and Aspen and Street are both capitals as well. Once you spell it right, it will move to the next step. Spelling is important though. Once you get it spelled right, notice it says press enter. It will audibly tell you these things as well. Now, it will automatically kick you out of practice once you have completed it. If you want to go into practice by yourself, in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, it says Learning Aids. You can click on that and you have read instructions. We do have a video as well, and then here is that practice area that we were just in that is going to walk us through doing that section. If you want to get out of practice, it pushed you into it and you're like, I understand what I did wrong, I just need to type it. You can come down here on the practice on and just say close practice, and it will take you back out of the practice. The other thing I want to point out to you, down here in the right hand corner is the little Wi-Fi antenna signal symbol. Alright, I have 4 green radiating bars. If you hover over that, you can click on it. It says bandwidth status. If I click there, it says your connection is good. It is enough for the application to run smoothly. If that is not good or maybe poor or something else, you may run into some loading issues and it being nice and slow. You do have multiple parts to each of these assignments. So the simulation will walk you through, there's 10 different parts that in this case had 3 different subsections to it. There is no reason you should not have 100% on these simulations, other than you didn't spend the time doing them. Next, we have projects. Notice it has project in the name. This one has parenthesis Meadows. These require you to have Microsoft Office installed on your computer. As an HCC student, you can download a copy of Microsoft Office for free. Remember that PowerPoint file I talked about in the course materials folder. Projects normally have multiple files associated with them. A Word file of the instructions and 1 or 2 more files that you will be editing, combining, or creating new of. If you click on the Download Materials button under Step 1, you notice this file has 3 different files associated with it. We have the instructions. Notice right there it says instructions. We have the grader and a list. Alright, so we have 2 other Word documents associated with this. You can download them individually using these download buttons over here on the right, or you can download them as a group, as a zip file, selecting this Download All Files button. Once you've downloaded the files that you need, you can close out of this window. Step 2, it says follow the instruction steps to finish the project. Point values can also be seen using the link below. So this says preview steps. This is the assignment instructions. This is the same as in that first Word file. This just opens up in your web browser. Next, we have Upload Completed Assignment. We have a Choose File button right here. This is a multi-step process. So first we have to choose our file. Next, we have to select the Upload button. Alright, it says Upload there. That means that file has not been uploaded yet. We have to click Upload. It says Assignments Complete. And last, you have to select Submit for Grading. If you do not select Submit for Grading, it will not submit your file. So please make sure you have selected that Submit for Grading button. Alright, after you submit it, it says your file has been graded. We can hit Close Assignment. The web page in the center will refresh. And normally it will tell you, in progress or something here under, I believe it is submissions. Alright. Notice my score is 0, time 0, attempts 2, last attempt was today. Alright. If we click on these 3 dots next to the assignment, it brings up this window. You can select the View Submissions button. And then over here on the left, you have your submissions that you have done for that assignment. You can click on one, and it will show you in a nice little rubric where you lost your points. All right. I also highly suggest you download this live comments report because it will also show you in the file itself. I also suggest that you download the live comments report because it will show you in the file itself where you lost points. So we have a brand new first page, which tells you submission markup. It tells you you lost points for not having stuff in the footer, and we lost 91 points in down low from comments. So if I go over here, it tells me that I lost points here because of something. So the comment that marked up is an excellent place for resources. Remember, this is a computer grading it, so if you did not do it exactly as it expected, it will mark it wrong. Spelling, styles, and everything else counts, so please be careful. Lastly, we have exams. These are basically the same thing as the projects, but you can only submit them once. Be careful when submitting documents that you have selected the correct one. The projects and exam files names are close, so double check them before submitting. Remember, you can only submit an exam once. To see how many times you can submit other things, please visit the syllabus under Course Materials, Course Information. Last but not least, guys and girls, is you need to read the syllabus located in the Course Information section. Whenever you have an issue, please don't hesitate to let me know by sending me an email, calling my office number, or visiting me during my office hours if you happen to be on campus. Your textbooks are great places to find information and help you get through this class. This is my first time teaching this class online, so please work with me when there are problems. Good luck, and I look forward to getting emails from you.